Well, howdy guys, and welcome back to the party. Here we are on another episode, and it is the 76th episode in our series, which is awesome. And I kind of thought to start, we'd take a nice little overhead view of the city. Just still, reminiscent of the olden days, because I've been looking back at some of, the earlier episodes, because, the last little showcase thing I made, kind of the video in between last episode and this episode, or I guess I kind of released it before I did 75, but you know what I mean? That, Welcome to Lakewood thing. That just was so much fun to watch, and I was looking at old screenshots, and then I went back to some old videos, and, the city, it's just come so far, and it's, I get the feels, literally in every ounce of my body when I think of, how much effort and time and, all the suggestions and everything that went into it. And, this is the result. This is a really big city. This is really cool. And quite a few of you have been asking for many moons now for me to upload this to the workshop. And it is definitely my intention to. I am so sorry. I literally, it just comes down to time. It's a very poor excuse, but I really want to upload this. So many of you have been asking for it. And I still have to upload the European time-lapse city. Oh my goodness, shame on me. It's just when it comes down to it, I only have a few hours, free time here and there, right? So I just rather would be making a video or would rather just be kind of relaxing type thing in between work. So, it's one of those things. But I will get to it because so many people have been asking for it, so you guys can kind of tinker around with this as well. Okay, where to start? First things first, I did download a mod, because actually there was a good discussion happening in the comment section for the last video. Because I did run into, quite a few problems with the modding, and as you guys are well aware of that. And, some of the monuments, the requirements, they're just really difficult to get, especially in the kind of time span we're looking at, and with the size of the city. Some of them, to place, certain buildings, you have to have, the crime rate in your city be, 50% and have that sustained for, 6 months. So it's kind of, it's frustrating and kind of, not unrealistic, it's a really big challenge. So what I ended up doing, and you guys can call it cheating, it kind of is, kind of isn't, probably is, I downloaded a mod that actually unlocks the monuments, because I did want to just place them, because I did actually promise one to Mr. Random Uploader HD, and I've been saying that for a while now, and I feel kind of bad for not putting it in. So I hope you guys don't mind that I did this, but I did want to put them in so at least we can see them. So I did drop 2, just so we can kind of get the ball rolling on that. So let me show them to you. So the first one right over here, I have the Eden Project, located right next to the park. Look at these pedestrians, it's so cool. Whoa, look at all these pedestrians, holy smokes, what a popular park. Excellent, I'm really happy. But this is what we're looking for. How cool is that? Do people live here actually? Is that how this works? Eden Project. Oh, okay, just like a park, I guess. I think though in real life, maybe this would be I want to say kind of like a big air filter for the city, right? But it looks like there's a big fan here, and these are just apartment styles, but just for trees and other greenery. So I think it would just absorb pollution in my mind. How cool does that look? Very futuristic looking as well. Kind of a little bit of a reminder of the Cities of Tomorrow expansion for SimCity 2013. Kind of has a little bit of a feel like that, which is kind of fun. That's a nice little touch to the area. Kind of goes really well with the park theme. And wow, I love how popular this is. So I mean, this just goes to show, all of these people, they would be driving if we didn't have this extensive transportation network going through here. And you can see, in this neighborhood, there's really not a whole heck of a lot of traffic. So that's really great. So there you go. Make your public transportation lines Uber, and they will be fantastic. Actually, can you imagine they had Uber in here? That'd be kind of cool, like a ride-sharing program. Encourage carpooling or something. And I also put in, you can see here, what is this one called again? I don't really remember. It's the health something? The medical center. I thought this thing looked awesome. Ooh, cool. Very tall. Yeah, actually, that looks really, really cool. So I removed some of the buildings around it, and I kind of put a park behind it, just to make it look a little bit more empowering. And also, look at all these people walking through. That's great. So I moved the movie theater over slightly, and I changed the districts the way they were kind of lined up. So I pushed the hotels just basically a block over and just kind of out of this thing here. My goal for that was just to kind of make the this guy here really tall, just on its own. And it looks like mission accomplished. And the second I dropped both of these, the entire city was just like alive with development. Like so many more skyscrapers, like literally within the first like 10 seconds just started growing and popping up. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but actually it's kind of hard to tell because the city was really up in the air before too. But we did get a few more tall buildings. Okay, and I did also name a few more parks and districts after some of you guys. So let me just do a quick little tour. So we have the Brennan Hackard Marina. And Brennan's relatively new to the channel, but marathon to catch up and is commenting along the way, which I really appreciate. So thank you for that. And what else we got over here? Oh, of course, yes, the Harrison Emery Cargo Port. Again, welcome to the channel. Relatively new, but just marathoned. Like, I'm thoroughly impressed with you guys that have just been like, because I mean, the 76 episodes, I think that's like 95 or 96 parts or something. So that's like, that is quite the marathon. That is a long time we spent together. That's like 2 full days. Practically a long weekend, you know? So now we're like best buddies, right? I hope so. There we go. Harrison Emery Cargo Port. I like that. And I wanted to put in and Port Authority, but I ran out of room. So I just kind of left it at that. But Port Authority would have been cool, but, you know, is what it is. And, oh goodness, I'm going to feel so bad. I have one more. And where did it go? Oh no, I'm gonna feel terrible if I can't remember this. Oh, sugar sticks. Oh, of course, right. There was a suggestion to change Holly Park into Holy Park. And I totally have no idea how to pronounce your YouTube name. I'm so sorry, it's a little bit complicated. But I do appreciate the suggestion, and I know you know who you are. And I'm so sorry, I don't even want to take a stab at it, because I know it'll sound terrible when I try to pronounce it, but very unique name, so applause for that, and I do appreciate the suggestion. Thank you for that. And what I did for this area here is added some of these parks in with parking lots, just because I thought the hotels, they were a little bit, like, too many of them, so it just kind of makes the area look a little bit more livable, kind of like that. Well, there you go. So thanks, guys. Appreciate the support, and again, welcome to the channel, some of the new people here. All right. So I would like to do some building, please. And I thought we could just do not a whole heck of a lot, but I do kind of want to fill in just kind of these parts here in and around. Maybe add one more little block over here. Fill in next to the whatchamacallit, what is that thing called? The National Road, and then make a proper university campus, because that's a little bit barren. So why don't we just jump in and do that? Okay. Let's do the university campus first. I haven't made one of those in a while. Nice little fun area too. I kind of like this, especially with the bike path. And again, really busy. I love to see all these people using the public transit. Okay. So in my mind, first thing we should probably do over here is maybe some sports stuff. And let's try and use some of the assets that we used up on the hill. There's a few, like those track and field things. I like that a lot. What does this one look like? Is this one of those... I remember we've tried to use this before, I believe, and it looked different. Let me just see what it looks like over here. I think I was maybe missing... Yeah, that's right. I'm missing the assets for it. Oopsies. So sometimes when you download stuff from the workshop, it's going to have you know, like sub-downloads, like stuff you have to download for it to work type thing. Hope that makes kind of sense. So in this case, it looks like I didn't download the requirements to make it a fully working asset. And goodness, this actually takes up quite a bit more space than I thought it would. Perhaps we could just maybe put in one littler, smaller sports field. Well, let's look at some of these guys here. Fit any of these characters in? I know we have a baseball diamond relatively close by. That's across the highway though, so maybe it's not the worst if we add one more. So I mean, obviously you need sports at you know, at school. You can't just not have that. It seems to me that we have to cross the street a little bit. Oh, of course, that building exists. So why don't we do that? Then we can put some parking lots in too, just to make this area feel a bit more, more real. That's kind of fun. So we can have like maybe this university will specialize in baseball for their sport. And let's try and put a track and field thing in there too, since we got a bit more room now. I'm fine with either or. We just need like a little bit more space, don't we? Well, I wonder, is there a harm in maybe moving this over and then trying to sneak something in? No, it doesn't really work the way I want it to, unfortunately. I swear there's a way to make this happen, though. Okay, this is going to be... Let's just take this out for 1 second. I may actually move this. Oh, that'd be really cool if that worked right in the middle, but it doesn't. Okay, so let's put that right here, since that seems to work really well in that spot. There we go. And then now, because I don't want to disrupt the bus stops. That was kind of my logic for leaving that place untouched. Okay, so now we can put this right here. That's fine. And I don't know if we can get both of them in, or is that maybe a little bit overkill? Yeah, it probably is. So let's go back to our original idea to put like a sports stadium in. And it'd be so sweet if we could just sneak this in. Oh, it's so close. That one needs this. Oh, it's just so close. Okay. Because I like this road, and I like the fact that it has the bike lane, you know? So if we remove the road, we at the very least have to put the bike lane back in. So let's see if we can maybe do that now. No, we cannot, unfortunately. Who's occupying that space? What's the road? Oh, wait! Look at that! Okay. So just a little bit of room in between the two, but that's cool. Alright, now... the bike lane. And... sweet. Excellent. Now, if possible, maybe we can even sneak... there we go. Just a little bit of a path, and we can put some trees in, just so the area looks a little bit nicer, you know? Okay, let's sneak some trees in. There we go. Oh, I like it. Oh, and this is, guys, don't be afraid to do this if you want. Like, I actually haven't had really any requests for this before, so this is probably the first one, but a very special shout out to Rachel Smith, who apparently watches my videos before she falls asleep, which actually I hear quite a few of you do that, and that's kind of comforting. You guys are, that's kind of cool. And if you do have trouble sleeping, maybe I recommend a warm glass of milk. That always is nice. But thanks, guys. Appreciate the support. And that was suggested by, I don't know if these are boyfriends or if you guys are more than that, but suggested by, I think his name was Steve. Oh goodness, I have to open the YouTube comments again. I'll feel terrible if that's not his name. But he made me laugh. He said it was kind of interesting that, you know, there's another man whispered in her ear type thing before bed. And I got a good laugh out of that one. So he seems like a stand-up guy. So he's got the ImperialJedi seal of approval. So I'll just I'll casually await the wedding invitation, right, guys? Is that that's how it works now? Or oh goodness, too much pressure. Oh boy, I'm a weirdo. Hope you guys forgive me for that. Okay, but yeah, if you want me to do some shoutouts or anything like that, definitely drop a line. I can do some funny things, you know. Wish people happy birthday or something like that. You never know. Actually, you know what? Let's make this commercial. And I really do want to get a parking lot in here because there's nowhere to park otherwise. Just minimal parking so far for our university. Actually, someone else who I know who watches this before bed is our good friend Matt at the Yorkshire Gamer channel. And you know what? This actually, I totally forgot. And shame on me for this, but I actually have one more. The baseball diamond looks awesome. I have one more spot that I totally forgot. Right here. The Skyline Gamer Scenic Outlook. Again, relatively new to the channel, but he marathoned his way completely through, and he actually, just like Matt, was motivated to start a YouTube channel of his own. So I put him in the featured section, so you guys should definitely give him a little looky-see. And he just started his own Let's Play. And it's just a few episodes in, and he's going for a pretty big metropolis, and he's kind of a tree nut like me, so I enjoy his style. It's pretty cool. And he dedicates a lot of time to doing like parks and stuff, so a man after my heart, you know? Anyway, so I thought, you know, kind of works well with the name, kind of Skyline Gamer, good way to view the skyline. This is honestly like my favorite, like I'm so happy we put the letters here. Seeing the city from this place, oh, I love it. So thanks, man, appreciate the support, and you guys should check him out. Okay, back to building. Man, that's a really nice asset. Like, I love those floodlights. Okay, parking lots. It's Friday. I'm all over the place. I'm allowed. It's been a long week. And for those of you who are curious, my car, it's been fixed, and I get to go pick it up tomorrow, so I'm very excited for that. And yeah, I'm just stuck with it. Deductible, which is not the worst, so it's not like my premiums or anything, they won't go up because like I'm not at fault because it was a hit and run, which sucks. But I asked my mom and she's gonna cover the deductible because my mom rocks, so that's nice of her. So I'm excited, and then she's taking me out for lunch too. Actually, it's my cousin's birthday, so we're actually doing a little lunch thing afterwards. So that should be fun. We're going out for Japanese. Again, more random tidbits from my life. You guys seem to enjoy learning these little things about me, so I don't mind dropping them here and there. And it's just, since it's on the top of my head, a lot of you have been asking again when I'll be doing another live stream, and I will 1000% be doing one when the snowfall comes out, just so we can get some gameplay. And it's going to be entirely separate from anything we've been working on. It literally will just be like, you know, drop in, say hi, see what's up, and it's a city I'll save it, I'll probably just upload it, but just kind of like a little starter city, you know? It'll just be like a little how are you doing type thing. And I hopefully, I mean, I have no idea, I just like I'm so hopeful, crossing my fingers. I might maybe hopefully be able to get it a few days early, but that is very wishful thinking. I'm not sure if there are any copies being given out ahead of time. I still have not heard back from that yet, so. But if there is, I will definitely be streaming it, and we'll just kind of start our own little mini, kind of like Nordic village up in the, you know, in the snowy hills. And, yeah, then we'll kind of introduce some of the new DLC into the city, and then we'll start our second season, which will be really exciting. And in case you guys are wondering what I'm looking for, it's just different types of parking lots. Every time I download a new asset, it kind of changes the order of everything in my, whatchamacallit, list here. Can I fit, oh, 2 of those would have been really, really nice. That would have been peachy keen, but we can't do it. But that's okay. That looks kind of cool too. I like those parking lots. Alright, but I would like to fill, actually parking lots, cobblestone area. I would like to fill this back part in with like trees or a path or maybe a couple of buildings, because the fact that this one parking lot's a little bit crooked kind of looks a bit odd. You know, we have to make that work. I think these guys might be a little bit big. Let's see how that looks, just out of curiosity. I wish I connected slightly better. Alright, I have an idea. Maybe we can fix this with those, swing all the way over. Those, kind of like floor paint tiles, you know? Like dropping concrete and all that stuff. Maybe we can make this a little concrete area here. And then, kind of in this back part here, make that a little of a park. Because what's a school without a park as well, right? That's another very important thing. Oh, and guys, for those of you who are curious, there is, oh my goodness, where do I start? So Gula, he makes mods and assets for this game. He's the one that did like the CN Tower and stuff. He just released 18 holes of golf, and I think the assets look a little bit nicer than the ones I have. And since I didn't quite get the golf course, like I still need to put some water traps and stuff in, right? Like it's good, but it's not like 100%, you know? So I might download those and do another stab at the golf course. So just kind of keep your eyes peeled for that too, because I haven't really given up on that yet. But again, like I don't golf, so I'm not really 100% on, you know, on all these things. Man, guys, I'm so excited for Snowfall. Like, I know it sounds strange, but like I literally dream about this city and all this other stuff. So it's like I have like city skylines dreams, and